The 5 chickens seem to be of one mind, lost deep in the interminate depths of infinite computational calculations.
So glad you brought back Rook and the Loco.
Let's go talk to God President Reagan, and then we will collect my power-ups throughout the map. Well, I'll probably recreate Allison. I feel a little bad doing it, but
Those troublemakers gotta go.
come on, Austin. You're basically a refugee. If you look at Allison, she only gets right now, as at level 30, 150 extra hit points. Even Quan, you can see that it's exactly 150 as a difference. It's not worth it, because if you want to think about it, if Quan were to say let's say he gets hit by a 700 damage rocket, he can still be revived twice for an extra 600 hit points. So, and again, that's not even counting the fact that any damage dropping him down to 0 hit points is mitigated, wasted, or absorbed, or however you want to consider it. It's not even a flat extra 600 hit points for Quan.
I respect your loyalty to the old man. I admire it. He's had no greater friend than you. And he's dying, Sir
We've heard
Rangers.
this.
I knew trouble would come from keeping these people here. It always does. Now, what can I do for you?
I'd like to ask for your advice on political matters.
That's what I'm here for. How can I help?
What should we do if we want the Patriarch's wholehearted support?
You're well on your way now that you've got both of his sons under your control. That's exactly what he asked for. All you have to do now is to do the same with Liberty. Which, well, good luck.
Let's talk about something else.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Safe travels, Rangers.
Oh, I thought I could... Oh, here you are.
Mommy! 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 Mommy!
And I know I should be talking to her, but we're gonna wait on that for a little bit, because that's gonna trigger the next series of things to take care of. We're gonna head on out and real quick go to the bazaar, do the weapon modding thing I missed a long time ago, use the Bard's Tale book, spin the Tarjan tokens. I'm gonna go ahead and collect the Latin dude. There's a lot of things I need to take care of. Lights in the car come alive as you approach. We'll sing softly. Let's go for a ride, Morningstar.
Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
I might get Polly while I'm here too.
Really need to ask.
As you approach a trailer, the speakers bolted on it crackle to life.
A lamb stands at the door. What sacrifice do they bring to the door of monsters?
Sorry, did you say lamb?
The lamb speak. Okay, in all honesty, I don't get paid enough to do this stupid lamb bit. Let's just get down to business. The bazaar lies beneath your feet, covered by decades of snow. The only way in is through the gate beneath this RV. The only people who can open this gate, we, the Monster Army. If you want to get in here, you need to do one of two things. Buy an entrance pass, or get an established bazaar merchant to vouch for you. Sometimes we let Colorado's most famous in, but it's been years since such an exception was made.
We ran into bandits dressed as clowns not far from here. We actually already killed them, but...
Holy crap, for real? That's some fucked up shit. But don't worry, the Monster Army can keep you safe. All you need is an entrance pass.
Don't you know who we are? We're the Rangers.
Oh shit, wait, seriously? The Rangers? I heard about you guys. You've been kicking ass all over the place. Yeah, of course, here's your pass.
A keycard pops out of the pneumatic tube.
Right. In you come. Behave yourselves, my little lambs.
Really need to ask Piscatelli to look at my...
Guns, sanctified with a pillow again, strangers.
Interesting work you're doing here. Can we help with any projects that have you stumped?
Help? I suppose there is an order I need assistance with. Yeah, I can use your help. There is a weapon on the bench just waiting to provide its blessing to the needy.
Is it safe?
Safe. You will never feel the blessing of being truly one with your craft if you are concerned with such things. Safe. Ha!
We'll be happy to help. The Sanctified Piscatelli leads you to a workbench with an unusual-looking pistol on it. You work on it for several hours. Piscatelli's tools are unusual, emanating a scorching heat that leaves your arms marked by burns. Piscatelli nods approvingly at this development.
The pain does not last. And the scars? Those are blessings. They are a record of your dedication, proof you are strong enough to rise above the fears of the flesh, a reward that fits your efforts. Keep the weapon, with my blessings.
Goodbye.
Be careful. It's an unkind world.
Alright, so now we're gonna take Logan.
A laser pistol! Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
Oh, forget it. You'll shoot your eye out.
Hey, if you're into weird shit, check out Quark's museum.
Oh yeah. And I actually haven't done this part here for the dialogue. The VR device is a bulky, cumbersome conglomeration of thick wires and dented shapes. Put on the headset. The helmet doesn't fit quite right. It slopes and slouches across your face, putting the alignment of your nose at risk. Text starts scrolling across the darkness banding your eyes. It's like an entrance. The display stutters and then moves, sluggishly at first. The camera pans across a large entrance carved into a mountainside. The tunnel is blanketed in complete darkness. After a few moments, feed cuts. Select Checkpoint Alpha. The camera moves along a road toward a military checkpoint. Camouflaged figures stand with their backs to you. They turn to you, but their faces are cloaking in shadows. Their forms dissolve into polygons before the word "rebooting" flashes twice. Select Hiking Trail. The camera sweeps around and behind the security checkpoint. There it moves up and along an innocuous trail, the path nearly hidden in snow. As you move across it, the trail starts to waver under your feet. A signpost floats up to the surface. It reads "Error." Select Command. The camera blinks into a room filled with high-tech equipment. Every single screen reads "A strange game" in blinking letters. Figures move in the shadows, turning towards you. One by one, the screens change to "Error, error, you are an unauthorized user." An alarm blares and the feed cuts out. Read the error log. Dear user, please be informed that this VR headset is designed to be used only in the Cayenne Mountain Complex. Usage outside of the Cayenne Mountain Complex will activate security measures that may show up as content glitches. Take off headset. You remove the helmet and blink against the glare of the world. Walk away from the device. A lovingly rendered scene of the Scottish Highlands flickers in 16 pixelated colors on the screen of this computer. A polyphonic chorus of beeps forms onto the Gaelic tune as you read the title of the game, The Bard's Tale 4: Barrows Deep. Play the game using the Tips and Tricks book. Referring to the strategy guide, you find hidden passages and secret solutions, defeat insurmountable enemies, and drink copious amounts of ale. Finally, you defeat the final boss, and the game displays a celebratory message. Thank you for playing The Bard's Tale 4: Barrows Deep. Your exclusive reward will soon be delivered.
Nicely done, Rangers. I never got all the way through that one.
Alright, so now we will use Logan and try to get this. I don't exactly know what all items I can get from this, so we're gonna just spam a couple things, find out what we pick up, and then I will cherry pick the best perks. I won't bore you with that part, but we'll go ahead and uncover together what this thing can give me. Inside his glass confinement, Tarjan bears his rictus grin to the world, an eye cracked, the other throbbing like a flesh wound. There's a conspicuous red button. Beside it are the words, "Press here to receive fortune." Insert a Tarjan token. Tarjan doesn't move, but something about him feels more alive. You feel a tingle in the back of your neck as a note emerges from the slot below his torso, inscribed with calligraphic lettering. The 5-finger discount can cost all 5 fingers. Limit yourself to 3 fingers. So I get a temporary bonus. Magic fingers. No, that's no good. I don't want that one. That's a waste of a token for me. Not only is it temporary, but really barter? Let's try another one. You are supreme. The chicks will cream. Grease lightning. That gives me 5 attacks of critical chance 100%. Perk learned. Good. Cream cheese wontons were invented San Francisco circa 1956. Okay, so we got fortune cookie, 15 con. Interesting. Be really handy for Mockingjay. Haste makes Jack a dull boy, never to roll down the hill. I think this is the only one I'm aware of. Evasion plus 10%. Flashes of the future keep you prepared. So if I were to not hide available perks, with that combined, and if I were to have that on top of his normal evasion, he'd be at 63 resting percentage. So he would only need 8 AP at any point to have 100% evasion. Now that being said, enemy of course have accuracies and stuff. So I'm assuming that he does not dodge perfectly. I'm assuming, like, for example, enemies actually have stats and such. Oh, am I out of tokens? Okay. So yeah, we'll load, but I definitely want. I don't care too much about the fortune cookie. Maybe I might get that, but definitely these perks and not these things here. I don't know what else it has to offer. Let's try loading.
Really need to ask Piscatelli to look at my gun. Bugger keeps jamming.
As with the cats, because this is a dialogue, it actually depends on who your current activated character is. Probably gives a, I think, 10% bonus of evasion at the advanced perk.
Hey there. I hear you fine folks made short work of some crazy clowns down in the Warrens. Rangers, was it? Yeah, mighty fine job.
We're ready to buy Polly now.
I'm happy to hear it. What do you say, Polly?
Back for more, you dickheads? You ready to pay up yet?
How can you put a price on such a handsome parrot?
Buttering me up like a Thanksgiving turkey won't work, Rangers! Won't work! Oh, fuck me with a turkey baster! It is working! Hey, shithead Larry, you charge my new friends. I leave another shit supreme surprise in your breakfast. You got it, asshole!
Holy shit, Polly. Calm down. All right. You know what? Since you seem to be getting along so well, you can have them. It's your funeral.
Yes, finally free at last! Larry, you shit flake! At last I can tell you with complete sincerity! Fuck you!
Eloquent as always, Polly. Well, I'm just gonna hop in the truck, drive back into the bazaar, and spawn next to the provost.
Hey, November, this is Ranger Command. We just got a delivery for you. No one saw it come in, but there's a crate with congratulations from Skara Bray printed on it sitting in the courtyard.
Thanks. Now I have the metal, the gray metal that picked up from Nelius Dorsey's toaster, and having that and the provost will open up a new area in the northwest of the map.
Minerve autem noctua custos, coniungere nobis. Venite ad Cormontis.
Alright, so now we'll drive back to base. We'll edit out, of course, the drive since we already received radio transmission talking about Scarabray. So now let's go around and collect our perks. It'll be this team, and I decided that I would not recreate the characters after all. I think mostly because I have these mutations and I just don't feel like sitting in the radiation collecting it because I feel like I'm on the home stretch of the game. Also, I have not read any skill books, so my characters are not as awesome as they could be. I did not take intentional advantage, other than the honey badger, or other than the, what was it called? The razorback or whatever. Because it was going to disappear anyway, so I figured I might as well pick it up. But yeah, I could go around and collect the cat and the rabbit and get all Baba Yaga filled up on stuff. In fact, I could then equip Logan with my animal brush and get him 3 level 1 animals and so forth. I could do all of that, but realistically, I think we're already overpowered as it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting our perks.
Hey, it's our rescuers. So glad you both made it, Loka. Thanks, Pazeppi.
We're a couple of old survivors, but we'd be dead if it wasn't for you guys. So thanks.
Maybe some of our survivors' luck will rub off on you now. Return the favor, right?
Are you recovering okay?
I'm fine. Except I ain't been warm since I got out of that cooler. I want to make a bonfire and curl up in it. And I ain't sure even that would be enough.
Yeah, I'm alright too. My bruises are turning interesting colors, but they always do that.
What do you think about our situation?
I guess you know what you're doing. But I got family dying back home, so whatever gets us to paid is what I want. The quicker, the better.
I wouldn't piss on this patriarch fuck if he was on fire.
Me neither. Pendejo can rot for all I care.
But if doing his dirty work saves Arizona, well then, I say we hold our noses and do it.
You have people back in AZ?
I'm an Atchison. Rail Nomad was just coming together when Ranger Citadel got nuked. Now it's worse than it ever was. Atchisons and Topekans at each other's throats, fighting over all the food we ain't got. Gonna be nobody left there if we don't get back soon.
I got no people except the Rangers. They took me in when no one else would. I can't fail them. I just can't.
Thanks.
Stay strong, November.
Hey, this one can talk. Here to serve.
For a long time, marshals have been the force charged with keeping the peace in these parts. Thanks for taking me on, Rangers. Good to be back in the saddle. Now listen, I may be past my prime, but I still know a thing or two about keeping your troops happy and focused. 5 simple things. Ready? 1, keep them fed. 2, keep them busy. 3, always give them a goal. 4, give them snazzy uniforms that'll get them laid. And 5, let them blow off steam from time to time, even if that means looking the other way when they break the law.
That's all?
That's it. That's the secret recipe. Thank you again for everything you've done for me.
Good luck out there.
Never got a chance to thank you properly for saving Nita. I don't know what I would have done if I lost her too. I was thinking on how I could show my thanks and realized I work with cars day in and out, and you all take them into battle. There's a lot of things I learned about how to fix cars and how to break them. Here, let me show you.
Thanks, Randy. Happy to have you.
Happy to be here. I've already been working with your folks here. They'll have all kinds of new goodies for you. See you around.
Alright, so let's take a look at our abilities. We have, of course, Cyborg Tech for Logan. Martial Training, which gives everybody 2 meters extra for leadership range, which of course is only useful for Baba Yaga. Ranger Survivor from Laloka and Rook gives me a 5% healing bonus, which is not that big a deal, because when you use a med kit, it pretty much heals them all the way, except for the instant kits, I suppose. The hypos or something. Randy gets Vehicular Combat, gives me a nice 5% damage bonus to vehicles, but there aren't that many. I think in a random encounter you get 1 vehicle at a time. Fortune Cookie is something I got from Tarjan. Evasion is something I got from Tarjan, and this one I don't think I had previous footage of. This is another Tarjan item, and I can't seem to get it to repeat. So although Code Resistance can bring Baba Yaga from 85 to 86%, I figured I might as well try to stack Penetration on Baba Yaga instead. Now, I would have liked to get Evasion on the other characters, but again, I could not get these to reappear. So I might be limited to just 1 per team. Maybe if I came back and removed Logan, then ran back to the Tarjan, that might work, but this is fine. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and take Provost and turn him in for a perk. Flesh Pocket over here that I can get for my team. So we've already done this, so we're just going to go ahead and zip through it real fast. Let's see, mechanics. What's in this vial? And then everybody gets Flesh Pocket. Cave deep in the heart of a mountain. Numerous strange cults and secret societies have emerged in the wake of the apocalypse.
Simio secude.
Achievement unlocked, Illuminati. Perk learned, Illustratio. This gives me, let's see here, +1 perception. I'm curious to see what your perception is now, Marshal Quan. It is 22. You have max awareness, max sneaky jet. You're equipped with this perception item. There should probably be nothing that you cannot find. Okay, this is good. Power armor helmet, which I won't use, but I don't think I have a helmet in my inventory yet, and leggings, which I can use. We are done here. Let's head back to base. And then we will continue with the campaign. Not bad. Now, I think we've gotten as tough as we can, again, aside from maxing out on animals or reading the skill books. A trim woman salutes you. She wears no identifying insignia on her combat fatigues.
Lieutenant Tran Zhang, Rangers. I've brought a message from Angela Deth.
Your name is Tran?
My real name is Connie. But my husband always calls me Choo Choo Tran. Because my maiden name was Choo. Somehow, the other guys in my unit found out about this, and now everybody calls me Tran.
It's a pretty cool backstory, actually.
I'm getting used to it.
Are you an Arizona Ranger?
Yep. I bet we just miss each other back home. My husband, Jason, and I left California with Colonel Deth when she returned to AZ. Jason opened his gun shop at HQ, and I signed on. Then Angela picked me for the Colorado Advance team, and I've been here ever since. Missing Jason like crazy, but that's the life of a Ranger, right?
What's this about?
Colonel Deth has info for you that's too sensitive for the airwaves. She wants a face-to-face. Sent me to arrange it.
Why didn't Angie come to ours herself?
She doesn't have much reason to trust you, does she? Despite her showing you the Patriarch's bad side, you're still following his orders. She's not going to put her head in the lion's mouth.
Whatever, it takes trust to get trust.
I'm beginning to think Angie has forgotten Arizona exists.
She hasn't forgotten. She just wants to help everybody. Anyway, if you want to meet her, it'll have to be on neutral ground.
What info?
Colonel Deth will give you the details, but Liberty Buchanan is getting ready to make her move on her father. And the army she's assembled, well, let's just say they're probably not going to be very worried about collateral damage. The Colonel has intel that will help you stop Liberty before she pulls the trigger.
Where is this meeting supposed to take place?
The house of the Hoon family. Just your squad. Nobody else. Will you come?
What guarantees do we have we're not going to get jumped when we get there?
You're probably not going to take her word as a ranger at this point. But think about it. You both want to stop Liberty Buchanan from starting her coup, right? Well, Angie wants to help you do that. So, she's got no reason to kill you. And if that's not good enough, how about I offer myself as a hostage? I'll stay here at your base until you hear her out. If anything happens to you, you can have your crew shoot me down. What do you say?
We'll think about it.
Don't take too long, Rangers. Liberty will be ready to move in a couple weeks. maybe less.
Team November, we've got trouble. Scar collectors are attacking the perimeter at multiple points. We're coordinating the defense now, but we need all hands on deck.
On our way. Lieutenant Zhang, keep out of the way.
Will do.
I understand you had a tough decision to make between helping those poor Hoons or saving that Arapaho shipment. Well, you did the right thing. That truck was full of power armor for the Marshals.
Goodbye.
I'll be here.
Guess nobody has anything really new to do. Take a look at my mission. Is it the Traitor? Yeah. Scar collectors are assaulting HQ. We'll have to drive them off before we leave the base.
Better for our rep and save more of those rich folks in accident.
Rangers, come out and play! Liberty says, thanks for dealing with her brothers. Now, deal with this. Let's party!
Cock-a-doodle-doo! The chickens began a strange and exotic dance. Achievement locked. Fuck!
Eat shit from on high!
Move into high ground!
You guys are sharing a rooftop with the bad guy? Alright, my objective is to get through this with no deaths.
Suppressing fire!
Ultra! Jeez! Unfortunately, my animals are all over the place. Otherwise, I could just shotgun blast that group. I don't know if it will run over my own allies. I'm really hesitant to actually figure that out. I don't want to do this. So we'll just unfortunately, I've got my my artillery equipped. I guess this is the best I can do.
Eat hot dinner.
because that's level 10. Is she not level 10? Sniper? No, she's level 10. Does this just not have a strike ability? Alright, whatever. I just don't want to lose my strike ability. That's why I'm worried about that. But probably overkill just for the... Well, the Overlord is in there, so... Well, yeah, we'll do this. I'm not sure. Do I get infinite usage of this stuff, or does it apply? Hold on. That's why I wanted to position myself over there, but this is fine. Let's go ahead and use my free shot on this. I will switch to this. Kill him. Get an extra 3. And we'll shoot this again. Great. Am I gonna be... Okay. The reason I'm trying to stick my character on open is for the reckless bonus. By not being in cover, I do more damage.
sights on their flanks!
Somebody call the marshals!
Yeah, let's get you healed up. I don't want you dying when that thing blows up. I'm assuming it blows up. It might not. Yep. Good thing I healed him.
Get on their mods!
That'll result in 6 AP left, so it doesn't matter too much. Just go and stand over here. Bring you in as well. I'll get you here. Can you hit him? Sounds like you can hit him from here.
Spotted.
No casualties. See what we get from Bardsdale. Does the box say Bardsdale? Yeah, it does. We get Bardic Jacket, Bardic Hat, Bardic Tights.
I am now officially freaked out by those chickens. They're planning something.
Right, so we have Poltron joining our team, but it doesn't do much damage. Neither does the clone.
Rangers. Here you found some of the Patriarch's enemies in a black site. Good luck out there.
Let's see if Choo Choo has anything to say. Probably not.
Hello, Rangers. Give Angie my regards.
Fine.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've got 6 extra companions at this point, so that's a total of 12 units.
Colonel Deth will be along just as soon as I make sure you're all here. And you haven't brought along any unexpected guests. Can't be too careful these days, right?
Is Tran an expected guest? Right.
Glad we have an understanding. Well, looks like everyone's here who's supposed to be here, so I'll give her a ring. 1 sec.
He puts his walkie to his mouth.
All clear. Come ahead.
Hey now, cowboys. Face to face at last. And just as handsome as I thought you'd be.
Okay.
Remember when you chose to follow the Patriarch's orders instead of saving those folks Erastus threatened to slaughter? I figured we'd meet here so you could see what was left of him. I know Woodson told you to do Buchanan's bidding, but to my mind, it ain't the Ranger way to help the powerful ahead of the helpless. 'Cause things like this happen. Just something to keep in mind as you hear me out.
Oh, well, you know, it's so good that you were able to help out. Oh, you didn't. Whatever. You deserve that facial scarring, but do you want any meds anyway?
Good eye, Doc. It's definitely put a hitch in my talk box. But no thank you. I got it under control. This and my fake leg are souvenirs from when my chopper got shot out of the sky over Long Beach, California. Good times. But since you've obviously got the skills to use them, here, I got a few extra med kits on me. Try not to use them all at once.
We don't need a lesson on the Ranger way from you. Just tell us what you want.
Fair enough. I'll get to the point. Now, what with you not taking Saul's sons out like I asked, I'm guessing we've got different ideas about how things in Colorado should play out. But I'm still hoping you'll come around, November. So here's the deal. As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. And second... Scar collectors. Well, well. Speak of the devil and her minions shall appear. Looks like Liberty overheard our rendezvous call. Guess we'll have to deal with this before we continue.
I don't know how Liberty would have heard the call, because that was why you sent your second command to come talk to me. Alright, so the squad that you're seeing now is my Prospector squad. I'm bringing this in because at the conclusion of this battle, it looks like I get a free heal because all my mutations disappear. So I'm bringing in a replacement squad who, when they get their free healing, it does not mess with my team. Even though they were originally created to dig up gold nuggets for me, they are level 30 plus rangers with max level and brawling.
I got your back, Angie.
In fact, they're probably more min-maxed for combat than my actual squad of rangers because they're not really too worried about non-combat skills. I've successfully used them to fight the Scorpatron battle, actually. That was one of the reasons why I gave them all brawling. So they can just punch everybody to death and save me some ammo. Alright, so for example, let's just get my guys to come out here. Alright, so this particular battle is a little weird. I believe it's this is essentially what you can call scripted to win, because here, if we watch this, you'll note that I that will pop up no matter what happens. So if any of these guys are selected in the attack range, they cannot get hurt. They also come with their own heal equipment, and I've tried moving all my guys back here and seeing if these rangers will suffer any casualties. No, they're just too good against these collectors. However, there is one thing that will hurt them, and I'm kind of wondering if someday I should try to, going for all the achievements, try to kill off some of Angela's soldiers. You see, I've actually considered that as hurting Thomas. That's the only way I can think of that you can hurt the other team of rangers. Now, this gun that she's got, the Ray Tracer, is really cool. Alright, let me see. So, one of the things you want to do is, you'll see the orange lines. Try to line up the orange lines when you've got the Ray Tracer equipped. So, like this, I can kind of see some of the lines are nearby, and that's good enough. What's so special about this gun is, it's essentially a shotgun sniper rifle. So, I can hit all three of these guys now. By default, it only has one magazine or one shot, so you'll definitely want to put a magazine mod on it. How many hit points do you get? Oh, too bad it won't tell me. Alright, whatever. Do it this way. I guess it's not too essential that I maximize experience for this team, because these guys are not going to be the ones to get the levels. So I guess if this bomb throw blows up on me, it's not going to be the end of the world. Oh, still got it.
Scanning for visitors.
I also did recreate Allison, since I had to go and do all the perk stuff again anyways. I went ahead and recreated Allison. If I didn't mention it already, because I'm just sort of rambling, I had to load the save after I captured Victory in order to bring in a different squad for this. I did recreate Allison, and I created her in a way that I can maximize using my books. So I read 2 nerd stuff books. I'm not sure where I got the other one from, but one of them did come from the Flesh Pocket bunker. I know I can stun him, but I'd rather save up my strike power for the next battle. I don't think I'll need to use the Prospector team again, but if I did, I'd like to have them get ready for a strike. It's one of the reasons why, for example, I haven't used Scotch Mode. Scotch Mode has so low charisma, it takes them forever to get a strike ready. Now, the reason why she's carrying these glass knucks, I went ahead and calculated what I need for or calculated how much charisma I should use for pretty much most weapons. And to do that, I created an entire catalog of every weapon I'm carrying. These glass knucks have the interesting feature of having enhanced combat speed. Things like rocket launchers. Oh, okay, I was just running her around randomly. But things like rocket launchers lower your combat speed by half, which I knew about. But those glass knucks increase your combat speed by half.
Into your hands.
So anyways, it doesn't really matter what I do with this battle. I can just end turn and these guys will finish the battle without me. Takayuki, Pistol Pete, and Brother Thomas, they're all characters from Wasteland 2.
We can do it! You're all the best!
Thanks. I thought I was...
You don't deserve knees!
Come on, you could move a little faster, Angela.
As my friends and I see it, two things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. Second, and you're gonna love this, the Patriarch's gotta go too.
And this is the reason I feel why she's so upset that I helped get the power armor for the cops, the marshals, rather than saving this one family. She wants to defeat the Patriarch. I mean, she's kind of made that clear from the beginning. You know, she wanted you to kill his children and everything. That's just not cool. Now, one of the nice things is because I brought in a different team for this, I was able to learn that Jody Bell, if you pick this first option, she chimes in as well. Our orders were to help the Patriarch, so he helps Arizona. Killing him kills the folks back home. How can you ask that?
I love the people of Arizona. Arizona is my home. But are you willing to save lives there at the expense of lives here? Are you okay sending home food spattered with innocent blood?
Alright. She sounds really, really noble right now, but wait until she tells you her master plan.
They're not just people to me, Colonel. You're talking about letting my family die. My mom and my dad.
You think I don't have family back home? You think it's not gonna kill me if they die? But this is about everybody's family, the greater good. Listen, the Rangers have fought tyranny since the beginning, without compromise. How can we continue to do that if we take handouts from a tyrant? How can we pretend we're heroes if we do his dirty work to get it? Sorry, I had this argument with General Woodson 100 times. A sure deal was more important to him than a moral one. That's why the advance team went dark and decided to do this on our own.
They didn't do much of anything. For example, the first thing I did, as soon as I could, was go and rescue the Rangers from Aspen. And I think I just went from Colorado Springs to the Bazaar to get the mechanics, and then I rushed over to Aspen as fast as possible. These guys, they didn't rescue the Hoon Homestead. They didn't rescue the Rangers. They've been doing absolutely nothing.
Of course, it turned out we couldn't do it on our own, which is why we were so happy when you showed up, and why we're here now, asking you for help.
What do you need?
Thanks for hearing me out. Let's talk about Liberty first. I've got to hand it to her. Daddy's little girl has done the impossible. She's united the boldest and baddest warlords of the Eastern Plains, and she's getting ready to lead them into Colorado. When she does, well, that'll be the end of this place. Every man, woman, and child from here to the Rockies will be killed, enslaved, or taken as a sacrifice, and their houses and towns burned to the ground. None of us want that, right?
Why wouldn't we work with the Patriarch to stop Liberty?
Oh, I don't mind about that, so long as you change your mind about him after. So?
Well, we don't want Colorado to end like that.
Glad to hear it. So here's the plan.
Are you ready to be impressed?
Part 1, help Ironclad Cordite take control of Liberty's gangs. Then, Part 2, let him lead them all off to Kansas, where he can achieve his blood-soaked destiny without getting any on us.
That's right. She's so mad that the Patriarch may have used one or two underhanded means to become Patriarch and consolidate his power, that she wants to kill off another state. In addition to killing off Colorado, by the way. Marvelous tactician.
But that's not gonna happen until you rescue the man from that bunker in Broadmoor Heights like I told you to a while back. So my advice to you is, get back to Colorado Springs and bust him out pronto. Now, I'm guessing y'all have some questions.
Why do you want us to do all this? Why aren't you doing anything yourself?
Pretty simple, really. The Patriarch has spies watching Liberty's compound. If you show up, those spies will think you're there on Daddy's behalf, and they'll be happy to see you. If we show up, our plan is revealed, yeah? And that would give the Marshals a chance to button up Colorado Springs before we make our attack. They'd be waiting for us.
Who are these people with you?
Pete and Brother Thomas came back with me from LA, and Tax from Arizona. These others are locals who have various gripes against the Patriarch. We trained them up as best we could. Nicer bunch of folks you'll never find.
I totally detect no bias there. Okay, well, let's hear what other genius plan you have for the Patriarch.
Now that's gonna be a fight. Basically, while you're taking care of Liberty, my team will be in Colorado Springs, softening the ground. Once you finish up out there, you'll come back and help us corner the man and bring him down. Our primary concern, other than ending the bloody reign of the Buchanans, is minimizing civilian casualties. That means you've got to ride herd on your crew and watch who you ally yourself with.
Weren't you just telling me to go and ally myself with a warmongering, bloodthirsty warlord?
We want to be the good guys here, so we've got to do this clean. Rape and pillage is a surefire way to turn people against their liberators.
Something tells me that you don't really know what it means to be a ranger if you have to think about warning about this. Now, I know I'm interjecting a lot more. In fact, I generally don't really interject during conversations, but just something about this conversation is just so baffling. What do you plan to do for Colorado after you take down the Patriarch?
Keep the peace, keep things fair. I don't see the Rangers running things. I see our job as keeping the playing field even. There's always a lot of weasels that come out of the woodwork after a big man falls, trying to grab a piece of the pie. So we're just gonna hang around, and every time a weasel pops their head up, we'll whack them. At the same time, whenever somebody comes along who tries to take care of the people, all the people, we'll help them out. But we ain't gonna be anybody's muscle. We'll answer to the people, nobody else.
You think the people want this? You think the people want to have no leader, without the Patriarch? Whatever negative things he's already done, he is keeping the place a lot more secure than without. We even heard Sergei talk about how it can't go back to how it used to be. No, this is not what the people really want. They do not want destabilization. They don't want more anarchy. This is already a post-apocalyptic society. I know, I'm rambling, I'm ranting here, but this is just because I do not get Angela Deth. I do not. And beyond that, she wants to continue the anarchy. She says like she's just gonna chop up people who want to be the leader. I could not come up with a better plan than if I was playing a Victory Buchanan route. This is basically what this sounds like. She wants us to play Kingmaker and then decide who gets to take power.
I admit that'll be a temptation, but we're gonna try to fight against it. I don't know what a good leader is gonna look like, but I sure as hell know what a bad one looks like.
Yeah, you see one every time you look in the mirror.
Weeding the garden. That's what we'll be doing. Just weeding the garden.
That's what you call destabilizing an entire state. And we're not even bringing up Kansas. Yeah, well, we've got an answer.
All right then. What's it gonna be?
We're not buying it. Your plan is destined to fail, and a lot of people will be hurt if it does.
More than are being hurt now? Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna give you Liberty's location anyway. No matter what future we want, she's gotta be stopped, right? All I ask is, when you're finally standing face to face with her, please at least consider dealing with her our way and put a bullet between her eyes. Everything else we talked about, well, let your conscience be your guide.
Always have been.
Good luck, cowboys. We'll talk again when Liberty's taken care of.
Taken care of. How? That's how the Patriot always addresses things. Yeah, I just do not get this. I think they really tried hard to push the Liberty or Death tagline. And I actually hadn't even seen that until just recently. Yeah, Jody Bell, her red injury is gone.
Team November, this is Ranger HQ. The Brainiacs in R&D just showed me some of the wild stuff they're done working on. You should come take a look when you're free. Over and out.
For like the third time, I do apologize for all of my non-stop rambling during that section. It's just, I don't understand that entire meeting. Even the fact that we get ambushed, it doesn't make sense. How would they even sneak past Morningstar? If you see the cutscene where they're shooting from, they're basically shooting from right in front of Morningstar.
Oil is critical to our work. I'm glad you resolved the issue with the Gippers. Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want.
Welcome back, Rangers. What can I do for you? Happy to. Take a look.
I want a second one of these for Lucia Wesson. And again, I wouldn't normally take Wesson with me, except we're gonna go rescue her dad, so. The Jackhammer is a very good shotgun. I'll take a second Eliminator in case I don't wish to use a Ray Tracer. I have plenty of Rippers. The Atom Smasher is a good assault rifle. We'll definitely snap that up. This is a decent brawling weapon for penetrating armor, because the other one I have does good damage, it just sucks for armor. Like that, and one of those, I do enjoy those. And a bunch of slicers. Alright, that's pretty much everything I need. Alright, we swapped back to my normal team. And we're gonna go ahead and talk to Vicky and get our perk.
Howdy, Rangers. Here I am, just like I promised, ready to expand my vistas and learn new things. Thanks so much for inviting me to the party. I already talked to Doc Parker and sterilized myself from ass to applicators, so I'm ready to assist him when you guys hurt yourselves. But listen, I owe you more than that for this opportunity, so let me share something with you. Having electronic eyes helps me spot things when I'm scavenging, but that isn't all of my secret. It's all about the filtering, knowing what not to look at. And now you know.
How are you liking it here so far?
It's new. It's different. Lots of people to meet. Don't think I'm gonna get bored anytime soon. So I'm a happy girl.
Where did you get your bizarre vocabulary?
Back at the commune, Vivisecto saved an old prospector from dying, and spent a few days helping him convalesce. He was a talkative old coot. Guess that memory was part of the slice of his consciousness I got made from.
Goodbye.
Hasta luego, benefactors.
All right, that worked. Now, how about